This is my presentation on the hate you give and speak. Now you're probably thinking, what are these books even about? So let's start with the hate you give. In the hate you give, the main character is Star Carter. Now, one day, Star was in a car with Khalil, and when they were driving, they got pulled over by a police officer. Long story short, the police officer shot Khalil and he did not make it. Anyways, moving on, in Speak, we meet a girl named Melinda. Now during the summer, Melinda and a group of friends went to a little party and things got a little wild. One of the seniors ends up assaulting Melinda and she hasn't told anybody, but at the party she called the cops and it did not end very well. Now that we've talked about both stories, let's move on to how the conflicts are similar. In The Hate You Give, Star watches her best friend Khalil get killed by a police officer. He knows the truth, but speaking up is dangerous for her family, and her entire community. Her conflict is about deciding whether she can risk telling everybody to fight against the injustice. In Speak, Melinda is struggling in silence after being assaulted at that party. She doesn't know how to tell anybody and feels like nobody would even believe her. Her conflict is about overcoming the fear and the shame to tell everyone her story. They're similar because both Star and Melinda face moments where they feel like they can't speak up and it's very hard for them to tell everyone, but staying silent is even worse, so they gotta speak out. So how does this connect to real life? Well, Star's story reflects the Black Lives Matter movement, where people in real life speak up to challenge the injustices that they face. And Melinda's story reflects the experiences of so many survivors of assault and trauma who struggle to tell other people and share their experiences. They both remind us how important it is to listen to others and speak up when it matters. What do these stories tell us about humans and society? Well, they tell us that humans are scared to speak up sometimes, and they feel safer just staying silent. And society makes this worse by isolating people and making them feel alone. Society always judges them, and won't make them feel better. You just need to speak up and everything will change. When Melinda speaks up, she starts to make her friends again and she starts to heal from the trauma. So the lesson, speaking up can lead to a lot of change. And society needs to listen better, and everyone deserves to be heard.